and I'm on day 140 of my self-awareness challenge, and on day 8 of a 30-day video challenge. And today's topic is about Father's Day, some memories that you might have about your father, and the importance of a good father. So obviously you can see I have my beautiful wife Tahira here with me.
Hi, y'all.
And I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys a story about my dad, and then also Tahira would like to share how important and what an impact her father had on her life as well. So I'll just wait. Nicole, Nicole's here. Nicole,
Hey, Nicole.
didn't catch you live, Nicole. We're going to go ahead and watch a replay as soon as we're done here doing this video. So as you guys come in, thank you. We appreciate you. So right now we are in San Diego at the Welk Resort. I've been posting some stuff. It's beautiful, and my wife planned this for me for Father's Day, this little getaway, and it's absolutely amazing and awesome. They have so many pools, and I just want to give a quick shout out to my wife for working so hard and doing everything she can to make special moments like this for our family. So we're having a great time here. So as far as my dad goes, let's see, my dad, he's almost 70 years old. He lives in Orange County right now. He was born, oh gosh, you got to do the math, I guess. He was born in the 50s, and right? Yeah, the 50s, something like that. Anyways, so he was born to my grandfather, Mike Chavez, and unfortunately, when my dad was very, very young, Eric, thanks for coming in. His father passed away when he was very, very young. So he didn't have a father, and he was basically raised by his sisters and my Uncle Modi. So it's my Uncle Modi, my Aunt Jenny, and my Aunt Nora, and my Aunt Leela. So my dad was basically raised by his sisters and my grandma that was a single mom. And so I can't imagine, what it must have been like being that young and not having a father. I'm very blessed to have had my father. My parents got divorced when I was very young. And Doris, thank you for coming in. I see you. They got divorced when I was very, very young, and it was very difficult. But my dad did do a lot for us. He would take my sister all the time on little getaways, little trips. He taught me how to surf when I was a kid. He taught me how to play baseball. He taught me how to do these things that, I love. He was a truck driver his whole life, and I always had looked up to my dad, always, always, always. And so whatever my dad did, that's what I always wanted to do. And, I ended up learning how to surf. I ended up learning to play baseball. And eventually I even learned how to drive a big rig truck. So my whole life have always tried to walk in my father's footsteps, except for the marriage and relationship part, which is a whole nother story. But my dad was only married one time to my mother, and he never got remarried. So I'm on my third marriage, but they say third time's a charm. I found my diamond in the rough, my jewel, my queen, right here. She does so much for me. So my dad, he is a really cool guy. He's locally known in the surf community, and everybody loves my dad to death. He's a really great guy. And, now as a father, fatherhood, I think, is one of the, thank you for sharing, Nicole. Fatherhood is one of the biggest blessings and responsibility that you could ever have. You guys know, Grandma, thanks for coming in. Thank you, Grandma. Say hi to Grandma. Grandma's here.
Hi, Grandma.
We know
miss you.
That the responsibility of fatherhood is unbelievable. And I have 4 kids, 3, 5, 7, and 21-year-old. And a lot of you guys already know my kids. You see me posting about them all the time. And I strive now just to be the best role model and the best influence for my kids to teach them. And I have to give a lot of credit to this lady right here for her drive and her determination. And she sees more in me than I see in myself, and she gets frustrated with me when she sees me not living up to my potential. She knows she knows I'm a great dad, she knows I'm a great guy, but she knows that I can do better. And so I appreciate her for pushing me to do better. My kids are so precious, they're so amazing, they're so smart. This weekend has been so awesome to spend time with them. We always get to do stuff. We take them on trips all the time and everything, but you know, we just don't stop and think and appreciate the responsibility that we have. I have seen all 4 of my kids. I saw them when they were born. I saw them born. And if anybody's a parent, Victoria, thanks for coming in. Thank you for wishing me a happy Father's Day. If anybody's a parent and they saw the birth of their child, especially a man, obviously a woman saw the birth of their child because they had the child, but if a man saw their child being birthed, it's the most amazing experience I've ever had in my life, is seeing my kids being born. I will tell you right now, I cried every time every one of my kids was being born. It's an absolute miracle, you know, to think that I had part in creating something like that. So that's kind of all that I wanted to share. Tahira wanted to do this little video with me tonight so she could give you guys a little information about how important her father was to her. I'll let her tell you a little bit about that, but I know that her father was a special man. I never had the privilege to meet him because he's not with us, but I'll let her go ahead and talk about her dad. You have to talk a little loud because I probably can't hear.
Hey guys, so my dad was an amazing man. He was an orphan at 8 years old. He struggled, and he swore that he would not let his children suffer the way he did. And what he taught me, I can't even begin to live. He's made many mistakes in life, and unfortunately I've seen him. But the things that he has taught me has been beyond amazing. He was one of my dearest friends, and not very many people can say that. And my dad passed the day that we found out we were pregnant with our firstborn. So 7 years ago. We got home from the hospital and we were told that we were pregnant, and I was like, okay, we need to call my dad and we need to call my mom. And that night at 3 o'clock in the morning we got a phone call, and my dad had passed away. And it was the hardest thing for me to accept, and it was the hardest thing for me to even fathom. But I learned from those experiences, because what my dad told me was always strive and always be around people that are better than you. And it came from playing pool. It was really funny. We had a pool table at home. And my dad, being a single father, before he got married to my stepmom, who's an amazing woman, and I have the best brother and the best sister in the whole world, he was a single dad, and we had this house that was known as the mess, because we had a pool table, and we had, you know, a pool, and we had crazy parties. And my dad would always tell me, play pool with people that were better than you, so you can always better yourself. He said, always surround yourself with people that were better than you. And I learned that, as crazy as it was. And the second thing he always told me, he always told me this, and I will never forget it. On the first day of school, he would tell me, what I can give for you is your education. He goes, all the money I can make in the whole world will not mean a dime except what you have inside your head. And it never meant anything to me at that point until he was gone, which is really sad, because now I understand, but I get it, you know, I totally get it. What my dad taught me and what he strived for and what he drove me to was he gave me everything he ever had. He gave me the best education. He gave me everything ever. And he always told me, what's in your head, no one can ever take from you. He's like, the riches, the houses, the cars, he's like, people can come and take that away from you, but what you have in your head, no one will ever take from you. And he's like, you can build it up again. And that is so true, you guys. That is so true. And I've learned some hard lessons in life. I live my life today teaching people from those stories and teaching people the hardship. And the other thing my dad always told me was be passionate and live your life for who you want it to be. He was always misjudged. He was always in the wrong place at the wrong time, but he taught me to be who he wanted to be, and that is who I am. I will say what I want to say when I want to say it. I won't let people hold me back. I am nowhere near where my dad is, but I'm striving to that, and I'm working towards that. And I want to teach people to live your life with passion. Do what you want to do. Do what you're meant to do. If you have a love for something, don't let other people hold you back. Don't ever let other people hold you back. You know, Dad, this is for you. I hope you're watching.
He is watching.
And I hope you understand how much you taught me, because I love you more than ever and I miss you so much. And I know you will complain that you're too young to be a grandfather and all the fun stuff that you would ever do. But you know what? You're amazing and I love you, and I hope that I can one day share the word like you ever did.
Thanks for, yeah. Thank you everybody for sharing. Andrew, thanks for sharing. I see you guys sharing this video. Tina, thank you for coming in. Thank you, Nicole. We're proud of you too, Nicole. Stacy, thank you for coming in. You know, the funny thing about it is what Tahira was just talking about living your life on purpose and doing what you were meant to do. I had no idea about this type of mindset until I met her. Okay? I was taught a lot of good things and a lot of good healthy things from my father, but I was never taught some of the things that she was taught. And it's no accident that God put us together. He put us together for a reason. And you know, now we have the same mindset, we're on the same journey to help other people find their purpose. And you guys know that's what I've been doing when I've been doing all my videos. And I'm so super happy that Tahira is going to start doing more videos with me, because she has a lot to offer. She has a lot to bring to the table. She has a lot of knowledge. And she has the same burning desire and passion to help other people find their purpose just like I do. So we're going to be an unstoppable team, and we're going to be working on all kinds of stuff. So I just want to thank everybody that popped in here to watch the video.
Thanks, you guys.
Let me see. So Doris, thank you. Sandra, thank you. We see like 5 other people share this. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let's see. Nicole, Tina, Stacy, everybody, give us some hearts. This lady over here just poured her heart out. Sandra, thank you for coming in. Charles Butler, I see you. Let's see who else we have in here. Andrew, I already shouted you out, brother. Victoria, Doris again, Grandma. Well, let's have some hearts for this beautiful woman over here, guys. She just poured her heart out for you to tell you about something that's very hard for her. You know, when you're close to somebody and somebody is your world, you know, I'll never forget, as long as I live, the night that we got the call. It was the middle of the night because her father lived overseas in Indonesia. And I'll never forget that night when we got the phone call and the phone rang and she just started screaming. And she didn't really believe it at first. It was like, you know, a shock. It was a total shock to the system. But it was just one of those moments that I know for her, that was a life-altering moment. There was something, when something that impactful happens to you and somebody that close to you is taken away, I don't care who you are, it's going to change you and you're not going to be the same person. So I'm super proud of her for taking that in, and it's been hard, but what she's learning to do now, what she's learned to do, I should say, is take all of that and use it as fuel to live her purpose and help other people. So I'm beyond proud of this woman for everything that she does for our family. Even though it's Father's Day, I'm shouting her out right now as much as I can, because if she wouldn't have been, if I would have never met her, I don't know that I would be coming to you live right now. I don't know that I would have never started working on personal development. I would have never started working on myself. I would have never started doing the things that I need to do to be the best version of myself. So they say that behind every good man, you guys know I'm a good man. They say behind every good man there's a good woman. And here it is. Here she is right here. And it's the truth. You have to have the support. You have to be a team. And you have to work together. It's not easy, guys. This marriage thing, I always say it's funny. She's laughing right now because, it's funny, right? I mean, you have two imperfect people, and you put them together, and they're supposed to have a relationship, and you're supposed to have a perfect relationship with two imperfect people. It just doesn't happen. So it takes work, and we have to work on it every day. I have to think about her before I think about myself, and that's hard. Okay, I'm going to admit that's hard. Thinking of the other person before you think of yourself, I think, is the selflessness in a relationship is key. And this is totally off the subject, but we've had our issues, we've had our struggles, and I was trying to tell her that one day all our issues and all our struggles that we've had is going to be part of our story to share with other people, to give them encouragement. Because you guys, we all know that there's so many couples, so many families that are struggling right now. But there's a way and there's an option, and there's possibilities to stay together. So, anyways, we are just so super happy that you guys came in and that you're watching the video with us, or you're watching our little video here. And yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you want to say, honey.
Just remember, surround yourself with those that are better than you, and you are the best of the 5 people that are around you. That's
right. Yep, exactly. So we have a pretty tight circle. We only surround ourselves with the best like-minded people. And you know what? It's like a little bubble. We put ourselves in this little bubble. I know the world's a big, mean, nasty place. But if you surround yourself with the right people, it doesn't have to be that way for you. So I appreciate it's hard to just jump off here when there's so many people. There's like 10 or 11 people watching this right now. So, but we're going to go ahead and get out here. All the kids are asleep. They are just wiped out. They were at the pool for 2 days in a row in the sun. We had a great time this weekend. So we're going to go ahead and have some mommy and daddy time. We don't get very much time together alone, and we're going to take advantage of it. But we wanted to come and make this video tonight, and just thank you guys for all your support. And that's it. Anything else, honey?
No.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
You guys.
Yeah, be blessed, and just live on your purpose, okay? We will see you guys tomorrow, and you have yourself a great rest of the evening. All the guys out there that are fathers, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. You are truly blessed to be a father. There's nothing like it in the world. Nothing like it in the world. When I see my kids, I look at them, and I'm still in awe. I'm still in shock. It's still like, it's a miracle, man. It's a miracle. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how else to describe it. So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching our video. Thank you for everybody that shared. And for everybody else who's going to share this on the replay, we appreciate you guys, okay? We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Goodbye.